Now, these are speakers are from what are called B&W.
Yes, Bowers and Wilkins.
Now, this is a name for all those rock and roll types and sort of, what do you call somebody's into their audio?
Audiophiles.
Audiophiles, that's it.
Many names for those people.
Yeah.
Well, I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's... Go weak at the knees when they hear. That's the kind of... Now, these guys have been around for a while, and I heard something about them. A sound engineer from the BBC wasn't happy with the speakers, so he started to design his own. Is that...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it all started. And they've been around for, oh goodness, I suppose 40 or so years. I'm not actually sure when the company started. I should know that, shouldn't I?
Now, I know, because I'm a film man, obviously being an actor by trade, that Skywalker Sound, which is kind of the big guys behind just about most of the big American motion picture stuff that came from...
Wars, most notably.
Yeah, of course. And now just about any major blockbuster, these guys have developed sound and done the sound and are behind THX and all the rest of it. Now, these guys have a whole stack of B&W speakers all around their studio, and they do look like mini Daleks.
Well, they have exactly the speakers we have on display.
Is that the ones?
Yeah.
Hey!
It's exactly the same speaker.
Now, I heard Abbey Road uses these speakers.
Indeed, they do. Abbey Road's probably the most revered recording studio in the world. Not so much because of the Beatles connection. Obviously, they weren't using these speakers then, but it's just one of those studios that produces amazing sound. And it is truly state-of-the-art stuff. And guess what? That's what they use.
God.
And in fact, 80% of the world's classical recording venues or studios use these speakers. It's a fair feather in their cap.
So to say that they're good is a bit of an underestimation?
It is a bit of an underestimation, yeah.
It's quite true. Now, like I've told people in the past, I said, trying to describe what a plasma screen looks like on you. When you see those ads saying, look at the quality of this, and you're going, yeah, but I'm seeing it through my old TV from 1973. It's a bit hard to see how good a plasma screen is on that. So obviously these are something you actually need to hear yourself.
Yeah.
Now, I've actually had the pleasure of hearing these.
Yep, I know.
And
as I said before, I just got the drool off of them. Good.
Dear. I have to tell you that it's quite extraordinary, and I can see why they use them for classical recordings, because you can hear everything, absolutely everything in the recording. It's just so clear, and it's just staggering. But they're not cheap. We can't tell porcupines anything this amazing and that developed isn't going to come cheap. But I suppose it's a bit like those people who go fishing, buy their boat and their trailer and stuff. Those who are in the motor racing would spend more than this. But they're certainly up there in the price range. But there's a chance to actually hear the guys from B&W and hear the speakers for yourself. That's a chance to find out. Is to head on down to Ryrie Street and pop into Steve Bennett Hi-Fi. Not currently a station sponsor, but it's the only place where we have a chance to get to hear them.
Who just want to be a station sponsor after spending all the money we had to spend to get these?
I don't even want to go there. But I know you guys are coming on at some point shortly. But I have to mention where it is, because there's no other way you're going to get to hear them. But go on down and just have your mind messed with, because they are quite extraordinary.
We've actually got without sounding too commercial at this point, we've actually representation of the whole range, because there's more than one speaker in this particular range called the Nautilus series, and we've got them all going there today.
Well, I'm going to have to come down again and hear a whole set of them put together, because they are, like I said, extraordinary. But I have to tell you that I'm going to see if I can bring down my Crazy Frog song.
Oh, please do. Please do. I'll give you the...
Can they even make the Crazy Frog sound good?
Oh, yeah, no, really they do. And it will be easy to find today, because you just follow your ears. There'll be noise coming out of the shop, I can tell.
Look, I think the only thing I have to mention of my experience about them was having performed and been a singer and stuff in the past as well. I found myself thinking, my God, they are so clear, they are so good. Every single thing you do wrong, you're going to hear.
That's like your version of the Crazy Frog song.
Yeah, it was kind of the negative way of looking at it. Then I thought as a positive, if you are a performer and you get things right, you'd want to make sure that they sounded that good.
Yeah, well, these things really are here's a good cliche, a window onto the performance. And they are indeed.
They are quite extraordinary. So, I'm not going to do the horrible commercial thing. So do yourself a favour.
Yeah, no, wander down. It'd be good fun. I mean,
now, the so-called experts from B&W are going to be down there between when and when?
1 o'clock today till 7 o'clock.
Right.
There'll be some representation from the people who distribute the product in this country. And, we're just going, I think we've got, I don't know, drinks and cheese, whatever you do at these things.
Oh, beauty.
Lots of plastic chairs.
Free as well.
Yeah, I've got all my Elton John DVDs and CDs to take in there. No, still come down.
Oh, as long as you don't play CD Quattro. So, now, last time we spoke to you, we were actually going to be talking about CDs again, but because this has just come up, and they're finally in town, we'll have to follow them up. But next time we do speak to you, we will be talking about
I'll
CDs.
into your luxurious studio there.
Yeah.
With those wonderful monitors you use.
Oh, look. All right. If you happen to have a couple of B&Ws lying around, just feel free to bring them on in.
I'll hook my trailer up.
8:24. You're on the Big Break here with Jamie, 94.7 The Pulse. We have been speaking to Dahl. Thanks very much for joining us again this morning.
No worries. Thanks.
Our sound and vision man will be speaking to you again fairly soon. I'll see you later on this afternoon.
All right.
Thanks again.
Good on you.
Yes, we have to squeeze another song, and then back to the weather, and then, of course, Scotland's front page. A bit over half an hour away. We'll find out what he's up to today.